Welcome to this episode of Tech Talk. Today we have a special guest with us. She used to be part of the emerging technology consultant crew. However, she is now the new manager of curriculum. And so we welcome Trisha Rofi to our Tech Talk today.
Can I still just be MTech? Is that okay when I come do these videos? Once a geek, always a
Absolutely.
geek. Is that
You,
okay? Yeah.
you're allowed to stay a geek always because you'll probably be on call for me anyway. So that's how it's
Excellent.
going to
Most
work.
excellent. I love it. I love it.
All right, Trish. So what are you going to show us today? You
Well,
had some
today we're
special
going to
little
talk
tool.
about, we're going to talk about speech to text. So what that means is when we're using our voices for the production of print. And what's really interesting about that is it gets a funny reputation when we are in an educational setting. So sometimes, and I know our friends watching today are probably not those teachers, but there's been some people, maybe not even Edmonton Catholic schools, that might say it's cheating because it's like you have to physically produce the print with your hand. And then that's not cheating. Where really it's still your ideas, it's your concepts, it's your thought that you're putting down on paper. And what happened, there was a time I know in my teaching career where that was often a paraprofessional that was working with a student. We called them scribes, and they
Yes,
were physically writing. We didn't call
absolutely.
that cheating. Now,
Nope.
here's the thing I love about speech to text is when we think of the software that is offered in speech to text, when you dictate your thoughts, you're actually 30% faster than if you handwrite. And so
Interesting.
a lot of the software is cornered in the market by doctors and lawyers
Ah,
because when it comes to billable hours and you're 30% faster, hey, that's efficient. That's not cheating. So we sort of have to think of that premise with our students is we're not removing the practice of being able to physically form print. That's still going to be there. But when it
mhm.
comes to getting their ideas out and their thoughts out, let's just let it get out of their heads and we can do that. And you and I have a plan to do a couple of these videos. We're going to show it in
We
the
do.
Google environment. We're going to show it in the Microsoft environment. This one we are showing in Google. And so that's where we're going to jump in today and show how we can produce print with our voices inside of Google. So
Excellent. Let's
I'm going
go.
to jump us on over here. And so I'm just inside of a Google Classroom. That's often how we are delivering materials to our students. And so I just have a sample one set up here where we're doing a little bit of exploring Earth. And I have a Google Doc that I've assigned to students. Maybe it's a kickoff document. Sometimes there's death by blank page. So we can give students a bit of something to help them go here. And what's really important to note is to not reserve this tool for the exclusive use of special needs students. Again,
No,
it's a
absolutely.
universal tool. It's a tool that everyone should know about and try. And those who have a desire or a need are going to continue to use it. But they don't know what they don't know. So
Nope.
we want to be able to look at this. Now, if your read and write did not pop up as soon as you have that doc open, just remember your little puzzle piece is always there available for you in your browser bar beside your Omnibox. And now I can see my full tool set. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to scroll down here. I can see I have my lovely little Earth page here. And I'm going to be able to click the headset button, much like we're wearing right now. That's a bit of that visual cue. And in read and write, it's referred to as talk and type. And so when I click this, notice that it opened. I want you to notice this. This is going to be really important,
The
Nicole,
visual.
because you're going to see a little something that's going to happen here in just a moment. But what I can do, I can type with my voice, period. I am 30% faster when I can dictate to my document, period. I am so excited to get my ideas out, exclamation mark, new line. I'm really going to miss working on the technology team full time, period. Okay. Look
And we're
at
going to miss
that.
you.
Well, I'm not going there. Look at how accurate this is. So a couple of things
Very.
to point out with it. Number one, you'll have to get permission the first time you use this to allow your microphone. The second thing is an intimate microphone. So whether that's one of those inline ones that's in, often you'll find them in like your Apple earbuds or something that came with your phone, or you can have ones, you and I have different styles. You need to be able to have an intimate microphone because if you are in a room that has a lot of people, The Chromebook microphone is just a little too far from you to only distinguish your voice. So you don't have to isolate a child to the, another room of the hallway. It can be in that moment if I'm using that microphone. But notice how I also was able to dictate the punctuation and even the
Yes,
spacing. So it's just one of those things. Now, if it makes an error, well, great. Guess what? Now we have that skill of the student identifying the word, correcting the word, still doing that editing. That's part of the program of studies. But what I
absolutely.
want to show you is this. Uh, it's also, this is where Read and Write borrowed it from. If you go into your tools, it's called voice typing. And one of the things you're going to notice is, yeah, it's the exact same tool. So Read and Write has borrowed it from Google. That's where they got it from. That's how they do it. And we know that it is available in over 100 languages.
That's
So if you do have students from, different cultures and backgrounds, and they're just trying to get their ideas out on paper, you could have them dictate in another language. And guess what? They can go ahead and translate the entire document back to English.
that's
And
amazing.
so it just is going to allow, especially for those newcomer students being, here, I just think it's like so exciting that we can just help students get their ideas out like that.
I love that. We do have a lot of students that speak different languages in our division, and so this is an
Yeah.
amazing tool. And the fact that there's over 100, and then just to be able to do a quick like translation of the document back into
Yeah.
English for their
Yeah.
teachers or for their peers is
That's
a
right.
really cool feature as well. Love it.
Absolutely. So this is where we're going to stop. We could spend the entire afternoon just on the amazing tools in Read and Write. We plan on making a lot more videos for you. But Nicole, thanks for having me here today to do this.
Thank you for coming. I'm looking forward to having you again.
Okay, bye, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.